Hello, everybody. Hope you're doing well. We're heading to week 5 of Legend Bowl. Unfortunately, at the end of last episode, we accidentally simmed through week 4, which we lost. And that's where we're standing in the playoff picture. So one more thing about accidentally simming, I think the window for actually like trading and dropping people has begun. And I hope we didn't miss out on that just because I don't know how it works in this game. So we're learning as we go. Someone who has a lot of money here is Cohen, but he's third on our receiving stats. So he's getting paid a lot of money, but he's not necessarily doing that much more than anyone else. So I think that might be a good place where we can kind of save some cash a little bit. We're taking on the Minnesota Walleyes. They're 3-1, I believe, actually, but they're not rated that well, but they've been having a good season. Like an afternoon game. Some of our overall players. Apparently we have actually pretty good kickers. You wouldn't know it by our stats, but that's more on me and not on them. All right, we got the ball first, which I like to have happen. Let's try an outside run here, as per tradition. The red jerseys look pretty crisp, not gonna lie. I think I like the black tops better, but this is a nice mix-up. Richards gets stopped behind the line on his first attempt. Sidney Novak is showing why he needs to be accounted for, as he has 1 tackle, 0 sacks. It's a little early to be making that statement. Try to run one more time. You got 4 up front. So even if we break through, this is gonna be a little rough. Yeah, no one got the block out there. All right, let's get in the passing situation. Probably wasn't the smartest to choose another run there, but we'll keep an eye on Cohen's going down the field, but Ayers and Powers are our main looks right now. I like that out route. Oh, he bobbled it. Powers drops another one. Was unable to come down off the pass from Dan Stone. Gets a dirty look as a result. You bet you get a dirty look. Wide freaking open. I was getting ready to use the juke button too. 90. I'm feeling good on the kicks today. I don't know why. I'm a little bit more optimistic than usual. Now we get a nice stop in the backfield there to start off our defensive. Oh, I think that was a user pick too. Yeah, we got a milestone complete interception. That's the first time in any kind of game I've actually picked off, and well, not counting yet whenever I played Madden or ancillary football back in the day, but in terms of our channel games, that's the first time I ever pulled off an actual user pick, so that feels pretty good. All right, kind of liking this Lynch route here. Let's see what they can do with that. A little bit of a loft. It's going to be short, unfortunately. I underthrew him. If we were more on point there, we would have gotten it done. I'm afraid to run the ball because of how much we got stopped there. The game looks really good right now in this afternoon sun. That's pretty sick. I waited a little too long for that. Stepped out of bounds right when he caught it. I'm surprised he even caught it, honestly. I thought he was going to be out of bounds. But now we're in a little bit of a hole, so I like the flood route. Let's flood route. See what we can do here with this long out. Who knows? Maybe even Cohen will have a run down deep. Ooh, I like that cross in. What the heck was that throw? Oh, there's blood down there. Okay, it's one of theirs. Broken finger. Recover in 2 weeks. And I don't know if I didn't plant my feet. Take a look at this. I don't think I planted my feet here. Or no, I did. Like, what the heck happened that he overthrew this? Unless it was just, it was part of his accuracy rating or whatever that caused this. That was a bad overthrow. Oh my goodness. Well, at least for the most part, we just threw away that interception situation. Wait a minute. Oh, that was because it was almost like a long punt for them, basically, when we got that interception. I was like, why are we in our territory? I forgot where we intercepted. So it is a big deal, but I don't know. It's as if they got a long reception earlier. Oh, are you serious? What the heck? 3 interceptions? That's 3 drives in a row, back and forth between the teams, that ended with interceptions. All right, let's see if we can actually get it done this time. Maybe we should go back to the run if it's an interception-happy game here. I cannot get the running game going. I mean, we've only made 3 attempts, but usually by now we've at least had something to go off of. I don't want to go right back to the run again. I like this little out route again. If we can finally get something going. Richards went off the wing spot. Simmons has a pretty interesting route there too. Ooh, coming across the middle. Powers. Did he get the first down? Nah, they're going to measure. I was wondering, I guess it's because it's October in the season, so they got the breast cancer awareness lines and stuff down. I was like, I'm pretty sure I see pink down on the ground. All right, so they gave us the first down. That's nice to see. Let's try another outside run, counter weak. So far, they've held off our running game, which generally is pretty good. Oh, boy. Oh, I tried throwing a stiff arm. Did not work. Let's see. I don't remember Walsh too much. He might have an interesting route over there. Oh, wide open. Yes. All right. A little underthrown, but honestly, I think I got him in a pocket where he was going to be able to catch that. Try this run in the game again. I'm not feeling too confident about this one, honestly. I think that that outside linebacker there, I think we got the most yards we would have got instead of taking out outside. End of the first quarter already. So no one scored so far, but a heck of a lot of interceptions. It's a defensive battle. If we have those comebacks on the outside, Lynch will be our bailout. Oh, he dropped it. I'm glad that wasn't a fumble at least. That was a little risky, but he did get open. He did get his hands on it. I guess he should have caught it. 3rd and 8. I'm kind of liking these crossing routes as bailouts. Sometimes they break out big. We have no one in the backfield for Stone. Let's go. Oh, his helmet got knocked off. Couldn't quite get to the first down, though. We're going to have to... Or do we punt? Nah, yeah, we got to punt. Still early on. Let's get the field position. So far, offenses haven't been able to do anything. I didn't want to overkick it to see if we can get... Yeah, okay, that's what I wanted. Let's go. Got him inside the 20. I haven't really been in a situation where I've tried to pin anyone deep in their territory off a punt yet. That was kind of interesting. But, hey, we got him to keep him inside the 20. This is pretty good for our defense. Let's see if they can take advantage of it. All right. Not a first down, though. 2nd and 3. Was that our first drive that ended without an INT? I can't remember how our very first drive ended, if we punted or not. I think we did. Oh, we stopped them. We stopped them. Let's contain on the outsides, make them drive through our defensive line. Yes! Oh, I thought they were going to go for that. All right, let's get the ball back. It's a punt. And it's a little bit of a weird kick. And they're going to down it inside their own. Man, that was an awful kick, honestly. All right, we got to take advantage of this. We got to get it, come away from points somehow. I'm not feeling good about this at all. But I'm going to try it. Oh, we get the corner. Oh, we got past the corner containment. That was a pretty big run, though. That's the biggest of the day, 6 yards. That's not too bad. Oh, I accidentally... Oh, I was not ready. I was not ready. I didn't even know where the buttons were for the I just kind of tossed it. That could have been dangerous. 3rd and 4. That's unfortunate. See what this has to do. This arrow on the right side. Powers. And Cohen on the left will be our bailout. Oh, he bobbled it. That was dumb. What a waste. We're on their 33. Can we make a field goal from here? I mean, why not, right? Let's try it. Oh. Oh, it's going to go left. It wasn't going to make it anyway. Honestly, that wasn't too bad of an attempt. Not going to lie. For what we've seen from field goals so far in this game, that wasn't too bad of an attempt. I don't know why. I should have just went for the first down, knowing how bad we are at field goals, but it is what it is. Oh, I went for the INT, getting greedy, and we might have our first score of the game here. Ooh, luckily I missed, but I missed in front of him, and he ran us over anyway. 43-yard pass, that's not good. So this is the closest someone's been to scoring so far this game, and they are driving. They got confidence, you can feel it as they're working through. See if we can get some more pressure, keep in this zone. Oh, what was that, Bates? He stopped the touchdown, but that was awful. Man blitz. I want some more pressure. Oh, brought the boom. Knocked that pass out. Nice job by that defender. I didn't get to see who it was. Trying to remember who our defenseman up there is. Maybe Woodard. What was that? Who was that at that corner over there? Who were you running towards? All right, so it wasn't as egregious. He got knocked down, so he didn't see the play and then just got back up. That's why it looked like he ran to the left all of a sudden. But still, that was pretty bad. And that's a touchdown for, what the Wallies? Whatever they're called. I want to say this is the first, well, other than that Sim game, which we lost 6-3 for some reason. This is the first time we haven't had an explosive first half from our offense, so maybe that'll mean it'll come in the second half. I don't know. We still got a minute 18 to take advantage of the end of the second quarter. What? Okay. All right, that wasn't, I mean, it's the 26. It's not bad, but that was really weird. Empty sky, so who's making the crossing route? Lynch. Keep an eye on him and Calhoun. I like it. Okay. I guess they don't really have, do they have no huddle in this? I don't think they do. Just over a minute. We got 3 timeouts to keep an eye on. Cohen will keep an eye out over there. All right, Cohen, overthrown. I didn't plant my feet. Waste of a down. Wow, this commentary is pretty harsh, honestly. I don't really like this play because the fullback is slow, but maybe we'll get a first down with this crossing route. I don't know. Oh, yes. Oh, if he could just get, I called the timeout. If he was able to somehow, juke out that defender, we would have been gone. I didn't press the button quick enough. But we got the timeout out there. That's good to see. No slide. Well, Cohen's going to be sliding under the coverage here. Hopefully everyone drops back far enough. Oh, he was not. Oh, yeah, he was open. Oh, the helmet. The helmet pops this game. My goodness. Oh, we got to call timeout. Wow, a lot of time went by. Was I not paying attention? Did I think I called a timeout and I didn't? Oh, I must not have called a timeout earlier when I thought I did. Well, that's unfortunate. We wasted like 40 seconds of time here. Well, that's ridiculous. So 18 seconds, and now we're really hurting on the clock because I thought I had called a timeout and it didn't. All right, I'm not really wanting to waste my time. Look at that cloud going through. You can see its shadow on the field. That's pretty sick. Oh, overthrown. Waste of a down. 15 seconds, 2nd and 10. Again, we're just kind of going big now. We gotta see if we can get some deep passes going, and hopefully we can call a timeout in time. That's gonna be overthrown as well. So I didn't get to plant my feet. All right, 10 seconds, 3rd and 10. Basically throwing Hail Marys at this point. Now keep an eye on Lynch. And then we got Richards coming out of the backfield, who might have a nice gateway to the end zone. That didn't work out either. That was an awful pass. I hope no one was anyone open over here. Did I mess this up? No, he was covered as well. Yeah, there wasn't really anywhere to go, although that wasn't a great decision either. Threw it right to a defender. Luckily they can't catch though. 5 seconds. I ain't going for that. We're sending everybody. Let's see how it works out. Hopefully Cohen or Villegas get downfield. What the heck is with these overthrown passes? I'm not doing something correct that I used to? Did he break the... Wait a minute, did that break the sign? I saw a broken sign over there. Here's the halftime report. We're losing by 7. Nothing too great here. Total yards 81 for us, 70 for the Walleyes. And it's not looking too good. But hopefully we have a better second half. We can turn it around, get that score back up. Now, unfortunately, we got a kick off to start the second half, but we can get it back. Boone. He's got a visor on. I never really noticed what our kicker's name was, honestly. Open up with some pressure. Love Spencer. Yes. Spencer getting the tackle done in the backfield. 2nd and 11. Spencer's a rookie, so that's cool to see. Again, we might have an actual decision to make. I don't know how this game works, if it just presents whoever to you or not, but we might have an actual decision to make. Did the lighting just change on the field? What the heck was that about? Is it because it's getting dark out? The lighting just changed. It might be because it's no longer afternoon and the lights are on. I don't know. Oh! He jumped up. I almost thought he got the interception, but he just swatted it. All right, we got the ball back to start off. That's not too bad. What the? Not a bad return. 14 yards. His agent is probably tracking all of these for negotiation purposes. All right, let's calm down a little bit and get to... Oh, not the fullback. Why do I pick that? What is this? Yeah, Richards. Let's get the ball to Richards. I can't throw a stiff arm for my life here. The running game is just awful today. Usually that's a key part of our offense. We cannot get it done. It doesn't help that we're throwing and receiving behind the line now. 3rd and 11. For some reason Stone is like way off. 16 miles per hour winds. Is that what that's saying up in the top right? Maybe that might have something to do with it. Oh, I can't believe that was actually caught. I thought that was interception ready on a plate. All right, unfortunately, we're going to punt this away. Not the best kick situation, but at least they're in their own territory and not in ours. All right, we're covering out of the backfield. What the heck was that? A little pitch play to the fullback, I guess, but blown up in the background by Diaz. Got Pitts coming on the outside. Oh, that was a little dangerous, but we got him. Bend not break. 3rd and 6 now. 4 up front. I'm going to take control of this linebacker, cover the backfield here. All right, bad throw by the quarterback. We'll get the ball back on the punt. What a weird game for offense. We had so much offensive explosion the first few games that we played. And we can't score for nothing here. Oh, I juked the wrong way because we're going down the screen and not up it. All right, keep an eye on Powers on the right side. Walsh may be our escape route. Ooh, he was covered. I don't know why. I shouldn't have thrown that. I forget what the throwaway button is, honestly. I also should remember that our quarterback can run. So that might be something to think about. Halfback power. Let's see if we can... Of course they load up the front now. What do we got? What do we got? What's this? Okay. Powers might have something on the outside. I think there's only one corner out there. Underthrown. Of course. I cannot... I think maybe it is the wind. Maybe there's just a strong wind and I'm not accounting for it. That's why I was overthrowing everybody earlier, and now I can't throw downfield. I don't know. 3rd and 10. We're looking like we're heading towards another punt, but see what we can do about it. All right, some intricate routes on this one, but maybe Lynch can pull something out on the outside. Oh, he's coming back. Oh, we're just going to miss the first down. I almost wish he just kept going across into the open field instead of coming back towards us, but that was part of the route, so it is what it is. Am I kicking a field goal right now? Gosh darn it, I thought I picked punt. That's unfortunate. That's a waste of a timeout that we're probably going to need later. Good thing we hit 90 because we're going against the wind. That's the best we're going to get out of that. Oh, big hit. I think the ref got knocked down. What's this ref doing? It just like, what is this? Did he just trips and falls over and over again? We need to somehow get on the board. This is embarrassing. Now maybe that 3-6 loss that got simmed is correct. Someone pick it off. We had so many interceptions earlier, and now we're just playing hot potato with it. Oh, I keep getting greedy going for the interception. Oh, what? Oh, my goodness. This isn't good. 59 yards. Nice mustache, though. That's why they're doing so well. They got the quarterback with the mustache. I mean, at this point, end of the 3rd quarter. At this point, I'm just sending. Just sending. See how they like a lot of pressure. He was like, oh, I'm going to run. Nope, I'm not running left. He just saw that wall of people coming at him, and then he knew it was over. All right, 2nd and 8, 2nd and goal. In the 8. Just going to keep sending pressure. Yeah, they went into goal line. Look at that. We're just keep moving them back. 3rd and 12 now. They were on, I think, the 2-yard line. All right, I'm not going to send as much to this time. We do need some coverage. They're farther away now. Oh, okay. We kept him to a... I again got a little greedy and tried to go for the interception. But we kept him to... Are they kicking? Okay, good. A field goal at least. And it's good. So 10-0, 2-score game. But we got some time. 3:27 on the clock. And 2 timeouts. I wish I didn't have to waste that first timeout. All right, not a bad return. Look at that. On the 45. It's a good start. Dude, Walsh up the middle might be a good one. Keep an eye on it. I think this is... Oh, I tried juking him. Could have had a lot of field over there. Second down, Ayers on the right side. Maybe Powers might get away with this. Again, going to be overthrown. I keep forgetting about the wind. That's definitely what it is, and it's throwing me off because I'm not used to it. 3rd and 2. Kind of risky. Honestly, we're in 4-down territory right now. I'm not too worried about it. All right, 1st down. Nice. 13 yards of rushing today. That's ridiculous. 2-minute warning. All right, we need to score and score quick and then somehow get the ball back. So I really don't want to use these timeouts right now. We need to because they're going to try to run the clock down. So this is going to get it pretty interesting. Oh, he was so covered. Why does the mouse keep going right to the middle of the field? All right. Oh, I think he may have got hit while he was throwing it. Or it was just a bad throw. I don't know. Something weird. Some weird sound happened down there. Once I have to throw deep, I don't know what I can do. I'm not that effective at it, honestly. All right, let's. I just tapped LB. I just tapped it. I didn't adjust it whatsoever, and that's how far it went. This wind. No, we can't. We can't punt. So I need to throw bullet passes, I guess, with the wind. Maybe Lynch will be able to get this 1st down. And it's batted down. All right, that's the game. That might be it. Not the best showing out of the pork roll today. We might leave here with a goose egg. And this is after we went up 40 plus to 0 on another team earlier in the season. So this is pretty bad. Yep, I'm gonna have to call timeout. See if we can get the ball back, and then we're gonna have to rely on the onside kick, which I don't think is an onside kick here. It's like it's a replacement for it, which I'm fine with. Because onside kicks in video games usually are stinky poo-poo. Oh, I'm lucky that we actually touched him to get him down. That was almost a all-out miss. It just would have been gone. I almost forgot I had to call a timeout there. Hopefully they don't pass. I'm like blitzing everybody. Don't bounce it. Okay. All right, let's get the ball back. They're going to run the clock down pretty far, unfortunately. But it's 4th and 11, so defense did what they could with what they had to work with. We're not going to have a lot of time once we get this back. Honestly, this is in dire straits here. But at least I'd feel better if we can at least get some points on the board. All right, Hail Mary time. Let's see if we can get anyone downfield. We got one up close. This will be interesting because then they got a linebacker covering one of those trios, so maybe someone will break out. Of course, I keep forgetting about the freaking wind. Honestly, if he was able to hit that play. Hailstorm. Something different. He would have been open enough to maybe make a run at that end zone. So all in all, without me realizing it, I think the wind had a big effect on how effective our offenses was against this team. So that's a lesson learned to keep an eye on. Oh, I didn't adjust it for the wind again. Yeah, this is just gonna look how ridiculous that is. It's just sending the ball. I don't understand. What? I gotta like pull back on it. All right, this is 3rd down. See how this goes. Come on, come on. Oh, I pressed up by accident. It was a little better. 4th down. 1 more attempt. Just destroying. No, we're not doing that. We're just destroying the stats for our quarterback here. Let's try that triple Hail Mary again. Yeah, I like that. Because if they only put 1 person out there, it seems like we could possibly get someone to go. Now everyone's tired from running down the field over and over. I'm going to pull back on the stick this time. I pulled back on it. What else am I supposed to do? I don't understand. Unless I had to throw more of a bullet pass, and that would have helped it. I don't know. Maybe that is it. Maybe it is that. But it doesn't matter. Turned it over on downs. That's the end of the game there. All right, here we go. 10-0, we lose at home. You can hear them booing in the background. Awful. 106 yards. 13 on the ground. Who was the player of the game? It was the other team. Osvaldo Craig, number 16, at wide receiver, had 110 yards. Honestly, that's not too bad. And then 6 yards of returns. Woodard numero uno in tackles this season. So at least we have our defenseman doing some work over there. All right, we wrapped up the rest of week 5 without simming over our next game. Time to write some checks. Now, I'm rolling through here, and it just looks like so everyone else is making moves, but we aren't. We're in week 6. We're gonna be taking on New England Minutemen, who are 3-2. Let's go to the standings. We're last in our division, and we are out of the playoff picture. So that's what the overall league looks like. A nice look at it. Let's see where they have us in the power rankings now. This is gonna be embarrassing. Are we last yet? I don't think we're last yet because we have a... Where the heck are we? No way they have us up this high. Why do they have us this high? We don't belong here at all. It's because of our stats, I guess. Oh, our special teams is pretty awful. Interesting. That might have something to do with why I thought it was good for some reason, but our offense is really good, so that's why it's even more embarrassing that we put up a goose egg there on the scoreboard. All right, so I again made a goof and I exited out without saving, so I was like, well, let's sim it until we lose again. So the very first sim, we lost 14-7. So we don't have that goose egg anymore, but also, unfortunately, all those interceptions aren't no longer in the stats, which I was kind of excited for our defensemen to have those. You can't really look at the team, like the score in depth to see what happened in the game, unfortunately. But at least we got another loss on, because that's what we deserve, really. So that happened. Here's the updated standings, and now we move up a little bit, so that accidentally helped us, unfortunately. My bad. My bad. But in any case, thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And until next time, ciao.